Guys, this might be the best recipe I've ever created. I call it air cakes. You need 3 eggs. Separate the egg whites from the yolk. Add a little bit of milk, vegetable oil, and some vanilla. Whisk it together, sift in some flour until it looks like pancake batter. Now onto the egg whites. Add some white vinegar, then mix it together until it gets bubbly like this. Add some sugar. Mix it on high speed until it looks like that. Fold the egg whites into the yolk, place in freezer bag, spray down ceramic cups, and squeeze the bag in this circular motion. Give it a pancake look by flattening the top. Air fry it for about 8 minutes, and you, my friend, got yourself a perfectly fluffy air cake. Enjoy!
No basic chicken sandwiches here. Today we're making buffalo chicken sandwiches. Add 1 cup of buttermilk, 1 egg, black pepper and garlic salt to a bowl. For your flour mixture, you're going to add 2 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and 1 to 2 tablespoons of each of these seasonings. They're on the screen for you guys. I use chicken thighs for this recipe, so go ahead and get your chicken ready. You're going to dip your chicken into the buttermilk mixture and then coat it with your flour. You're going to fry it on medium heat for about 6 to 8 minutes. We're going to make 2 sauces today, so let's go ahead and get into the first one. 1 cup of mayo, 1/3 cup Frank's Red Hot, black pepper to taste, 1/4 cup barbecue sauce, mustard to taste as well. For the sauce to coat your chicken in, you're going to add Frank's Red Hot again, 2 teaspoons of vinegar, and 1/2 cup of melted butter. Coat your chicken and set to the side. I made homemade brioche buns for my sandwiches. If you want the recipe, just scroll down and you'll find it. But let's go ahead and put our sandwiches together. I added my sauce, lettuce, chicken, more sauce, and I topped it with scallions and pickles. And that's pretty much it. This tasted absolutely amazing, and it's the perfect recipe to impress family and friends with. Check out my Instagram if this video went too fast for you. I'll be writing the recipe there.
Hey guys, today we are making monkey bites, monkey bread, whatever you want to call it. I don't care, it's amazing either way. And I may or may not have had this yesterday for breakfast too. I don't know, mind your business. But this recipe is super easy to make, and I made a smaller portion, so I just used 2 Pillsbury biscuits, cut it, and then rolled it up into little balls. Then I took about 2 tablespoons of butter and then melted that, and I used Earth Balance. And then in another small bowl, just took 3 tablespoons of sugar and then 1 tablespoon of cinnamon and mixed that together. Then I just took the balls, dipped it in the butter, then dipped it in the cinnamon sugar, and then put it all in an oven-safe dish. Then I just mixed together the extra butter and cinnamon sugar and poured that on top of the monkey bites. And when that gets baked, it gets all caramelized and sticky, and it is so good. Then I put that in the oven at 350 for 16 minutes, and then I made an icing out of powdered sugar and a little bit of milk and drizzled that on top. This might not be the healthiest recipe, but it's super yummy, super easy, and super fun to make. So that's all that matters, right? Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye!
Got me crying, yeah, got me crying, yeah,
What the heck is a blondie? It's the perfect combination between a brownie and a chocolate chip cookie. This is literally one of the easiest recipes ever, and these are so delicious. Mix 1 stick of melted butter with 1.5 cups of brown sugar. Mix it all together until everything's super well combined. Crack in 2 eggs and none of the shell, and a heavy dash of vanilla. Mix it together until it's nice and creamy. Just like that. Add in 1.5 cups of flour, a half teaspoon of baking powder, and a half teaspoon of salt. Add in a cup of chocolate chips. Oh my gosh. The hardest part about this recipe is not eating all of the dough before you bake it. Place the batter into a greased tray and bake at 350 for about 20 to 30 minutes. Once they're done, they should look a little something like this. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the tops? They've got that nice crinkly finish. Once they're cool, cut into squares and serve. These are such a crowd pleaser and literally so easy to make. Don't forget to check out my Instagram and YouTube for more content.
Edible cookie dough. 1 cup of flour. Now we need to heat treat this flour because we're eating it raw to kill any bacteria that might be inside. So just pop this in the microwave for about 1.5 minutes. Now we need 1/2 cup of softened butter and 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and then 3 tablespoons of white sugar. Cream those together. Okay, now we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then our flour. Now mix all that up and slowly add in 1.5 tablespoons of milk. Oh, this is looking so good. Okay, the last thing we gotta add is our chocolate chips. You're supposed to do 1/2 cup, but who really measures? Not me. Oh my gosh. Yes, please. Oh, wow. This is the best.
Here's how to make this crispy and airy focaccia. It's fun to make and perfect for snacking and sandwiches. Start by whisking together 2.5 cups of warm water, 2 teaspoons of honey, and 1 packet of instant yeast in a large bowl. You can use acid too, just make sure it's alive. Then add 5 cups of flour and 5 teaspoons of kosher salt. Stir it all together until well combined. Then add 1/4 cup of olive oil to the bottom of a large bowl and scrape the dough into it. Use your hands to coat the dough in the oil. Then cover it and let it rise in the fridge overnight or at room temperature for a few hours. Then use 2 forks to gently deflate the dough and form it into one mass. Add 1 tablespoon of olive oil to a buttered 9 by 13 inch baking tray and slide the dough in. Coat the dough in the oil and let it rise again for another hour or so. This is the fun part. Dimple the dough to create impressions. You can be a little aggressive with this. Then drizzle over some more oil and a bit of flaky salt and bake at 450 for 25 minutes. Cut it into squares or slices and brush over some butter. This one's infused with garlic and rosemary, and enjoy.